Hi. I didn't really think to clear my throat before I hit record. It's the 4th, which means we're recording Isaac 5. We played Samson yesterday, and we won. So we're on a 4-win streak. I'm thinking I'm really putting Maggie off for as long as I humanly can, because I don't think I've ever had fun playing Maggie on a run. So I think I'm gonna do Lazarus today. It feels like a nice, relatively standard character to play. If we can do it without a life, we'll unlock Bethany, so we'll see how that shakes out. It's basically just an Isaac run at this point. I would like to take this opportunity to apologize if you hear any weird noises. My upstairs neighbors are practicing for marching band. That's not fair. Wait, what is this? 10% shoot slowing tears? Okay. That's not fair. They're not oh my god, my throat. They're not practicing for marching band at all. They're just walking. I don't live in an apartment building. I live in like a renovated house. I need you to stop this immediately. Oh my god, I got so tense when they fired the green. Ooh. Yeah, hang on. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. And we're back. I just hit pause for. Oh my god, another 10% chance situation. If we could get some luck here, we're sitting pretty. I had to pause for a second there because I feel like I have a small village thriving maybe in my throat. There's another little. I mean, it wasn't much of one, but it was a little Succession reference in there for anyone good. I think there might be something living, maybe thriving in the sand. Yeah, no, I just live in a renovated house. They're just walking around up there. I like whining about it because it's fun. I've had people say maybe you should just have a more positive outlook in the past, but you know what? If I had a more positive outlook, then I wouldn't get to complain so much. And it is fun. So I'm going to keep doing it. We are fresh off of, I don't really care about that as much as I do the tooth situation, so I'm going to keep going. We're fresh off the back of dinner tonight. So, if I sound particularly chipper, it's because I just ate a delicious meal, a home-cooked meal. I'm gonna pull some stunts here. There we go. I had salmon and eggs. I seasoned the salmon with, and this might be a little psycho. It's not gonna be. I just threw some seasonings in there, but you might just listen to the list and go, why those ones? It's just what I saw in the cupboard when I opened it, and I thought, yeah, okay, looks good. What was it? I mean, the standard salt and pepper. I threw some garlic on there. A little basil, paprika, cumin. The cumin, I guess, is the only one that I'm like, that feels a little out of left field for some salmon. I don't know. I don't really make salmon that much. But I thought I'd add it this time, and it was pretty good. I melted some Gouda cheese on top because I had some Gouda cheese lying around. And so I put a couple slices on top of the salmon and let that melt down on top. I'm sorry. I can't believe I've done this. I'm apologizing to me, not to you. And then, yeah, I had some eggs, seasoned with, I think, just basil and oregano. Oregano? How would you take your pronunciation preference? And that was just as is. I just a couple of fried eggs on the side there. It was pretty tasty, man. It was. I almost didn't cook because I say didn't cook. I didn't cook a proper meal. I almost made like a sandwich because I was getting pretty tight for time. It was like 7 p.m. and I still had to cook, eat, record Isaac, and stream. And the stream would start at 9, so I had about 2 hours to cook and eat, which, like, you would think is plenty. I somehow make time vanish when I'm cooking. I think because I like my meat to be quite, as I'm sure most people do. If I'm eating meat, I apologize to non-meat eaters out there. I do. I'm looking to get off the wagon. I've bought some tofu and things like that. I want to try and introduce some meat alternatives into my life, for all the reasons you'd expect. But I like my meat to be particularly sort of juicy and tender, so I tend to cook it pretty slowly. at pretty low heat, just to like really let it chill there for as long as possible. And whoa, my God, did you see that guy go for me? he was ready for anything. He laid it all on the line, the little poop. Yeah, frick it, man. Let's put it on the line. I'm ready to get nasty with it. I think we've been too easy on ourselves so far. Oh man, there's a sacrifice room. We could make a really compelling play for the sacrifice room, but I'm just not gonna do it. Oh my God, this was a mistake. I regret taking Ludovico already. I wish I hadn't done it. I haven't taken this item in months, and I remember why not. That was fine. We took one hit that we probably could have avoided pretty easily, but I'm never going to turn my nose up at more health. We have missed out on Devil Deals, which is going to offset this run maybe quite a bit. But did we not drop a Soul Heart at some point? Am I going nuts? I might be going nuts. I feel like I saw a Soul Heart that we didn't pick up. The World, I'll take that. I'll just use it so I can keep a hold of the lovers for an emergency. Infestation's got to be the one, right? I mean, if you're looking at the two, I'm not taking the jump book. This could be hairy, but I'm going to do it. This is fine. Not if he keeps running around like that. Uh-oh. If we get some good damage, I can live with this. But, you know, without good damage, this is going to be a nightmare. By this, I mean Ludovico. And I don't know if that needed clarification. Depends on how much of an Isaac vet you are. Looking at this, you might think it's like more consistent damage, maybe, if you just keep it on the enemy. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, yeah, I'm looking for meat alternatives. You don't really need me to get into the whole why you should go vegan situation. I mean, I agree. My reason for not going is you'd be surprised if you haven't gone vegan or vegetarian, I should say. I didn't go vegan. I'm stealing valor here. You actually really do get asked about it a lot. And this is, I mean, I have, for where I live, quite a unique accent. So I get asked, you know, the same question a lot. It's something I'm quite used to. I was able to tolerate being asked and pestered about my dietary choices for much less time than I was able to handle that. It got old very quickly. Because it's, I don't know, it feels a lot more like something you can change. And when you can change it, you feel a lot more inclined to be like, yeah, I guess I could just stop. And people, I will say, feel a lot more inclined to try and stop you. Oh my God. Ooh. Yeah, people think that they are like the master negotiator and that they can, you know, I can fix him. It's like that kind of situation. I would beg of you to accept that you can fix me, but whatever's wrong with me is way funnier. And just kind of laugh to yourself about, oh, he's vegan, can you believe it? Vegetarian, stop doing it. But you know, I went a long time. Ooh. And with all this health, maybe we could go Devil Deals. We could peek it. We've got a lot of HP, sure. Without losing a life, in this situation, I think you gotta take the goat head. I'm not happy about it, because I didn't really want to leverage all of our HP. I quite liked that we had a lot of it, especially after the run where we got pretty low. I'm just in quite a frightened space right now. I'm gonna need some runs to recover. But I'm just not moving my guy anymore. You can chill right there, Les. But yeah, it is a real pain, and I would prefer for it to stop. But I was once upon a time one of those folks who was very like, oh yeah, like it's not worth it. You know, you're not really helping the situation, and I mean, that's not really the... I've since been persuaded that, you know, if everyone had that mindset, it'd be a very different landscape. We'd probably be in a much worse position if everyone had that mindset. I think part of what's fueling my decision to stick around now is, everything I said previously about being pested. If I don't eat the food that is, it's being produced anyway, then it's going to waste. There needs to be more of like I feel a collective or societal shift towards that to really do much about it. And I don't feel like that's happening right now. So, I don't feel too compelled right now. Ow. I know I just kind of like I was a little hypocritical there, but I'm gonna choose to move past it, as I think you should too. I will say this is a really good segue. One of the obvious reasons is the environmental impact, of like beef production, and I will say quite proudly, my beef production is like 0 now, which is a pretty major part of the issue. I mean, reducing your beef intake alone is pretty big, but like cutting it out, which I could say I have done, because I can't think of the last time I ate beef in recent memory, is pretty major. But get ready for the segue, here it comes, is the thing I was thinking about this morning, that I was thinking I could talk about, is cars. Ow. I don't drive, so it's a really good subject for me to kind of give my 2 cents on. As someone who is not, I'd like to think, clouded by the need for a car. I have the option to drive a car, and I don't. And oh my god, I instead favor public transport where it's necessary, but for the most part, I walk, because I'm that kind of guy. Ooh, I like this a lot, actually. This makes me a lot more comfortable about all of the life choices we've made so far. Yeah, I walk a lot. And my reasons for that: 1, why is my tear so big? How did this happen? It's huge. We could do a little something something right here. Check this out. I'm glad that I did it. Yeah, I'm glad that I did it. What was I saying? I was talking about cars, and I do it for laziness primarily, but oh, come on now. It was worth nothing. What have I done? My tier has gotten smaller again, which is a shame. The fly's putting in so much work right here. I'm moving my tier. But again, to steal a little valor where I can, to kind of make my life choices seem a little more selfless than they are. The environmental impact. I mean, it's an absolute nightmare. Not to mention that those things are... I mean, I'm happy to get more health. I mean, yes, please. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy. We're back in. We've got the upper hand again. Did I go into that double key room? I think I did. We can rest easy. Don't stress your little head about it. Let's go ahead and bust these open. Underwhelming yield, but I'll take it. But the reason I wanted to talk about it is because there's been a lot of car-based news recently, at least in my area, very recently, and in another sort of, for other reasons, I'll say, other areas that might be a little more widely discussed. We'll start with my local news. There are talks about limiting vehicle usage in the city center where I live, which is pretty sweet because cars bad, and that's my logic, and all that I really need for my conviction on this is cars bad. But I think that they are overused, I would say, drastically in cities. People are driving all over the place, considering that as many people are trying to walk. It is not only a bit chaotic, but like unnecessary. We have public transport. Not to mention that, like, in a lot of city centers, at least here, things aren't that far away, man. You can walk. Don't be so dramatic. Like, just walk. If you're in America, it's a different situation. I get it. Your infrastructure is based entirely around cars. I watched a video on this recently, so I can speak to the matter. About 90% of your cities are built out of either a single high-rise building or a parking lot. And why you need, well, maybe not high-rise buildings, but like a single large building and then a single parking lot. Why, when you've got quite possibly the most space out of like anyone ever, would you choose to build like that? You could not possibly tell me. I watched this video that I watched, a video essay talking about why America is built so weirdly and so poorly, expecting to have that question answered for me. It was not. The answer to the question, why is America built so poorly, was because they built lots of parking lots because they frickin' love cars. Again, I don't really know why. Like, again, I guess because your country is so big. Do I even want to use this? I don't think so. I've never touched kamikaze before. I think it hurts me, which I'm not thrilled about. Under really any circumstances, I think I would avoid that where I can. I get it that your country's so big, so you might want to build across the whole thing, and therefore you'd want cars to get across the whole thing. But also, if you just didn't do that, if you just kind of convened in one place, that would be better, I think. You wouldn't have to travel like a day to visit your friends and relatives. You could, have better infrastructure in your towns and cities. You could probably make quite a severe, I say severe, that's quite a negative word, a drastic dent in, the US environmental impact, the carbon footprint, shall we say. I think I've made my case. America, it's your move. I'll be eagerly awaiting your response. Yeah, the way that America is choosing to handle this, rather than acknowledging that something needs to change in cities, they're acknowledging that something needs to change in cars. And who better to do that but Elon Musk, the king of cars? Oh my god. But I take issue with a lot of the things that people like Elon Musk do. And for some reason, in particular, and people who know me will be aware of this already, I take significant issue with self-driving cars. They really make my blood boil. I'm very happy to see you, the Pact. Thank you very much. Multidimensional baby, I don't really understand how that works with the build that we have, so I'm gonna ignore it in favor of maintaining our win streak. I'm also trying to build up pennies here so that we can get wait a minute, we should have Kane, shouldn't we? Did we never hit 55? I don't think we hit 55 pennies. I think we hit like 52 pennies on the last run. And then never quite crossed the threshold, which is a little bit upsetting. But I'm going to see if I can build that up here. I don't think it's going to happen. We might just want to donate because we have a lot of keys and a lot of cash. I'm arming and eyeing in episodes at the moment. Like I said earlier, it's a skill I'm trying to develop, the ad-libbing. You're going to have to bear with me for the time being, until we work through the ability to stop umming and eyeing. I will check this treasure room. Yeah, I really, with a degree of passion that I don't feel towards many things. I mean, we could have come here anytime. I'm not too crazy about it. And I like my health. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of black hearts, so I'm going to take that. I like that a lot more than I like Kamikaze. I'm feeling very good about this run right now. We have so many flies. Sorry, I had a little burp there. Look at this. This is amazing. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your party. AI-driven vehicles infuriate me. And they infuriate me because there are a lot of other problems that we could be solving with billions of dollars. And this is a problem that could be resolved by just not using cars anymore. You know, like the societal structure that, oh, this is too much, man. You're not ready for a conversation topic like this. Don't start a topic with the societal structure. Who do you think you are, man? Listen, we have a structure in place. At least, you know, I can, as we've established, I can speak for the states. I watched a video about their infrastructure that, like, is, I mean, to not dwell on it for too long, is messed up. It's chaos. And I think that the fascination with a lot of, like, stuff that was quite fatty and glitzy that never really moved on, like I would say automobiles. That's like something that was crazy when it first happened, and then I think we've since maybe quietly realized that we like them, but we don't need them. We have like a lot of other ways to get around. I can just go through it. We have a lot of other ways to get around that we can use. This is going to be chaos. I don't have nearly as many flies as I thought I did right now. Never mind, all of our black heart effects have been doubled, so we can just kind of hang out and eventually we'll be okay. I didn't mean to just walk in and take those blue heart damage. I'm struggling to control Ludovico and Torque and control Laz at the same time. But I think we're getting there pretty quickly. This is a pretty quick mom take. I'm gonna take your mom, if you know what I mean. Whoa. Okay, more speed as evidenced by that fight would be very nice. We already came in here. We're gonna go down. We have 2 floors to get through here, and I don't have a world of confidence. I have just realized that I messed up a perfectly good segue. Listen, anyway, we don't need vehicles. Infrastructure in America needs to be addressed. It could be made smaller, and you could build on top of the infrastructure you already have. You have parking lots that are just the floor. Just put walls and a roof there and you're done. Okay? You're 1/6 of the way there. Okay? It's not that hard. Stop being a baby about it and help your people. Instead of, you know, trying to make AI controlled vehicles that no one can afford. Like they're just maybe this is like the long con that they're like swerving into traffic. This is not news, by the way. This is olds. But I got nothing else going on. I'm thinking about cars today. But like they're swerving into people, man. You know, that's not ideal. I'm gonna hold on to the Lover's card because I'm still quite nervous about the boss fights for this run. Okay. And like at least here in the UK, like even if you can make a case for needing them in America because they got so far to travel and it's not that simple, like in cities in the UK, you don't need them. We really do not need them. Our cities are so small, minus London, but you've got public transport out the wazoo. Just use it. Come on, man. They got a pretty good train system. Like, compared to other train systems, it's bad, but compared to countries that don't have them, it's really good. And that's where I'll leave the transportation topic, because I think that maybe I've said some stuff that is misguided. I don't know what would be misguided, but, you know, ill-informed maybe would be more appropriate. Let's talk about something that I can speak to, which is the miracle that took place today. I'd like to give a very special shout out to, I think it's Aris, who is the guy who asked if I like green beans on in the comments for episode 3, the Kendall Roy year of the Isaac series. It means the world to me to get interactions on the videos, especially when like there is no one watching them. To have like one person watch a video and then feel like they want to comment to say that they enjoyed it, and, you know, hopefully subscribe and like the video because that helps with the algorithm, I suppose. It means the world, man, because I have not been doing this for very long. I'm like 4 days in. To already get one little comment saying like, hey, good job, that feels good, man. It feels like quick returns. It makes me feel like I might be pretty good at this. I'm cut out for it like I thought I was, you know? Whoa, how did I... Okay, well, I was too stunned by not getting hit the first time that I just ate the second. I'm gonna die. I'm in big trouble here. We gotta make some absolute moves on the next floor. I'm just gonna kind of quieten up for a second here while I focus on hitting these guys with my Ludovico heart. Tier, not heart. I'm thinking about the hearts. Some HP here would be most appreciated. I think it's what I want more than anything. Thank you very much. I mean, I'll take a look because it might be something crazy, but it was not something crazy. I'm gonna go down. We have 4 hearts, a lover's card, and fly generation. We have this. I did forget to donate. I know I said I would do that, and I didn't, and I've lied to you, and I've betrayed your trust. But I would ask that you forgive me, because I want you to. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do the old, the Classico. We are just not at a point in Isaac with this save where we have runs that are exciting enough that we can't keep just resorting to bombing our way through the womb. And I think that's fine. I think that the fact that we have to keep bombing our way through the womb makes a lot of sense. I will say 10 wins of this run, you know, of the Mum's Heart run, could not come soon enough. This seemed like a really good idea at the start, and now I kind of miss playing the rest of the game. Oh my god, he's crazy. I do miss playing the rest of the game. I miss the chest, I miss Shawl. It's a lot of fun. 2 damage would be so nice though. But is it nicer than the 2 hearts? I don't know if it is. I think we can... maybe it is actually. I think we can dodge bullets on Mum's Heart, depending on the ads that she... Okay, well, we might need to just use the card ahead of time anyway. I think we can dodge ads on Mum's Heart better than we can... we can dodge on Mum's Heart better than we can just, like, quickly deal damage to it. So, I think actually the Devil might just be the way to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm so spooked in here because my tier moves so slowly. I mean, it's about that time in the video where I'm about out of juice. I've gone through all my stuff. Oh yeah, Aris said I like green beans, and I said thank you very much. I haven't actually answered the question like I promised I would. Yeah, green beans are pretty good. I'm not crazy about them. I did buy, you know, I haven't bought green beans of my own volition since I moved into my own place. I might do it now that you've sort of brought them to my attention. I will give a tentative yes on the green beans. And what we will say is that I will eat some green beans soon. And maybe within the next week or so, you can expect a more confident, up-to-date response. RE green beans. Because I do want to give a genuine response, a legitimate response to the question that was asked, rather than sort of a cop-out answer. But I just can't really do that right now, you know? I haven't eaten any green beans lately. But you know, from memory, yeah. I would say I like green beans. I bought some tender stem broccoli recently. The other day when I went to the grocery store. I think it was actually yesterday. I've been doing that a lot lately. The other day, but it was today. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Oh my goodness. How did I not get hit? Yeah, I bought some tender stem broccoli that I'm pretty excited to kind of get crazy in the kitchen with. I was on TikTok. I wasn't on TikTok, but I was looking at TikTok. I was watching other people's TikToks. And I came across one. It was a cooking TikTok. I watch quite a few cooking TikToks now, where someone asked for this chef to make broccoli more exciting because they said the broccoli was lame and boring. And I agreed. And what the chef did was they seasoned they boiled the broccoli, which is pretty par for the course. Then they threw the broccoli into a pan to like fry it with a lot of seasoning. And when they did that, I sort of thought to myself, yeah, that would have made sense as a way to go about making your broccoli taste nicer. I don't know why I didn't think of that. We're going to use our card here. We're going to run all the way back. And we're going to grab... I didn't need to. There was kind of a waste of the card. But... cry about it is my answer. We're going to take the devil card. We're just going to try and sit the tear on the heart and hope that it dies before we run into too much trouble. And hope that that was the correct move. Because we only have 4 hearts to play with here. I've never really done something like this before. Oh, we have to worry about you? That's fine, I can deal with you. Ooh, whoops. And we're gonna do that. Ow. Push that. I need you. We're gonna dodge, dodge, dodge. We're gonna hit these. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about this now. We're done. We're good. Like, it's over. Yeah. Okay, that was fine. We can check the devil room just for kicks. Like, I know what I said about Shawl, but we do have, like, a win streak to preserve. And this run isn't that cracked. So, see ya. Okay, well, the coat hanger. Did we not already have the coat hanger? We got Bethany as well. Good job. That's 5 wins under our belt. We're really on a roll here, but things are gonna start getting hairy as we come to like the Magdalens of the Magdalens and the Eves of the current arc. So, you know, we've got all of that to look forward to. I think we reached a nice end to our conversation. We were gonna cook some tender stem broccoli, and then we went to beat the boss, and I think we were about done with the conversation. It's, you know, we were just over half an hour. It was a pretty speedy run by all accounts. I'm pretty impressed considering we took Ludovico. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.